Hello, my name is Linda Gregerson, and I'm going to be talking about a poem by Christian Wyman. I know it's a poem when it does its work in real time. There are many ways to put this. I know it's a poem when it makes its discoveries in situ on the page. I know it's a poem when it's open to ambush. I know it's a poem when the ambush comes from within, when the very stuff of making, the clay, if you will, has altered the maker's plans and roughened up her hands. And yes, as these figures suggest, the material ground of making is language under pressure. Pressure can manifest in any number of ways: distillation, emotional urgency, allegiance to descriptive precision, allegiance to cadence, allegiance to any number of formal constraints. The most ubiquitous source of pressure is syntax, that brilliant alliance of structure and momentum as it plays against poetic line. But the grounding is nothing if the poem makes no discoveries as it evolves. It may quack like a poem and swim like a poem, but if its discoveries were formulated elsewhere, before it sought its being on the page or on the voice, it is not a poem. It is a paraphrase. It is packaging. The poem I'm going to read is from A Window, which was written by Christian Wyman and published in Every Riven Thing, his book of 2010. The project of this poem at first seems wholly descriptive, an effort to capture something that is either optical illusion or a visitation from beyond. Then, a volta, in which normality reasserts itself. And that's when the real magic begins. The poem is written in rhymed couplets, and you'll hear how the couplets force the poet's hand and crack the poem open. I know of no one who writes more fiercely about the paradox of faith. Is there really a source beyond our wish to find one? This poem was written in the wake of a cancer diagnosis. Its last line always takes my breath away. From A Window. Incurable and unbelieving in any truth but the truth of grieving, I saw a tree inside a tree rise kaleidoscopically, as if the leaves had livelier ghosts. I pressed my face as close to the pane as I could get, to watch that fitful, fluent spirit that seemed a single being undefined, or countless beings of one mind, whole its strange cohesion beyond the limits of my vision, over the house heavenwards. Of course I knew those leaves were birds. Of course that old tree stood exactly as it had and would. But why should it seem fuller now? And though a man's mind might endow even a tree with some excess of life to which a man seems witness, that life is not the life of men, and that is where the joy came in.